Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. About a week and a half ago, a little while ago, I gave a short tutorial on how to create a presentation that was interactive, hyperlinked Google Slides presentation, which has a lot of opportunity for growth in different projects that you can do within your classroom. So today, I wanted to go over something different as well that's in the Google Apps space. And it's something that you wouldn't normally see in your apps in this waffle window here. But instead we're going to go to My Drive. I'm going to click on New. And instead of like the Google Docs, Sheets, or Slides, we're going to go into More. And I'm going to choose Google Drawings. Under Google Drawings, this is the main thing. It looks like Google Docs, except I've got a blank canvas. And so this is a non-printing checkerboard thing that you'll see here. You can change the size of your canvas any way you see fit, and as you resize it, it kind of centers itself. And the project I want to show you today is doing an infographic. And so here I've got Easter baskets by the numbers. This is one that I actually created last week in preparation for today, and I want to kind of show you some of the tools in which I used to create this. Now everything that I used is done within the app itself, and so anything from the lines to the shapes, text boxes, and images is basically what I used. These main tools right here. Now I use the select tool and then the zoom tool to kind of move around, but to keep it very simple, this is what I did. And so you're like, well, how did you get the fancy clip art in there? Let's take a look at that. I'm going to zoom in. Not only will I show you how I put the little cute bunnies in there, but I'm also going to show you what I did to cut it in half. There's a super easy way to do it, I should say. First and foremost, I wanted a bunny. So I clicked on Image, and you can take a snapshot with your webcam if you've got one by URL, web address, your albums, Google Drive, or I'm going to search. So I click on Search. I can search Google, Life, or any stock images. So I'm going to click on Google, and I want to type in rabbit. I'll close that out. Alright, so do a search, and this is cute and adorable and everything else, but I don't want pictures. I want a cartoonish type of looking, a clip art, if you will. And so I click on clip art right here. And the nice thing about Google is that it says results shown are labeled for commercial reuse with modification, and so I'm not worried about copyright infringement. So there's the absolutely adorable cute rabbit, and I hit select. Alright, now let's get back and let's zoom out so we can see. And it says kids who still believe in the Easter Bunny, and then it's 10 times million, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6.5 million kids still believe in the Easter Bunny, and then I got the same thing with the Easter eggs. And so now I made up these statistics, so don't take them for gospel there. So what we're going to take a look at though is how did I get this to cut in half? Let's click on the actual bunny. So I'm going to use the select tool. I'm going to click on that, and more options when I click on the image. In addition to replacing in image options, I've got the crop image, and I'm going to click on this little black bar and bring this in, and let's say it's 6.75 or whatever, if it's 0.3, you just kind of guesstimate where it's going to be at. 0.5 is like about right there, let's say, right in the middle of his beady little eyes, and then you can hit enter, and there you've got your half image. Now if you messed up, you can do Control Z on the keyboard to undo and bring that back. That's about that for the images. Let's take a look at the text. Simple text boxes are great, and I always preach on stuff before fluff. So one thing is try to find some fonts that look good together and some colors that look good together, but make sure you stress that the kids do that after the fact, that they get their content in there. So they can certainly reach out to find statistics if they want to make their own infographics. They can create their own statistics by doing a Google form and collecting data from students. So it's one of those things where the sky's the limit in creativity. So let's take a look at how did I get a split basket? Well, I actually just used two separate images, two of the same image, and all I did was, and I grouped this together, but I basically made two images and then I just cropped one on one side and cropped one on the other, and then I put them together and it makes it look like I spliced it right down the middle. So let's go into a blank Google drawing and let's show you how I can group things together. So let's say I've got a circle, and this is particularly helpful when you are trying to move things around together and not have to struggle with let's go to, you don't have to struggle with moving each individual item. Let's find my cute little Easter bunny. Now he's rather large, so I'm going to click on the corner drag handle and move that up. Now I can overlap them, and we'll get into that in just a second. And I can add some text. Text is here. And you can resize the shape. Any shape that you add, you can also add text to at any time. Let's add an arrow. Hi, I am an arrow. All right, so we've got some fun stuff here, and you can customize some of these shapes as well. There's a lot of possibilities with this. So if I want to rearrange some items, I can basically go to the Arrange tool up here. I can right mouse click and go to the order here, or I can use these shortcuts where Control and then the down arrow key on the keyboard, or Control Shift down arrow key will get you all the way to the back. So, and then forward is the same way. So if I click on something and do that, I'll do the Control down arrow. Now I can layer this in an appropriate spot. And likewise, if the circle's behind the bunny and it needs to come up in front of the bunny, you can hit Control up arrow, and now it's in front of the bunny. So if I take my mouse pointer and I drag it all over all of the objects, or if I click and individually hold the Shift key, I individually click on these items, they all become selected. So either way you can do that. Right mouse click and I can group these together. If I go to resize, the objects resize, the text does not, so just be cognizant of that. Aside from that, there's a lot of options you can do for output, for saving, and I can download this as a PDF or a JPEG. A lot of people don't know what a PNG file, a portable network graphic. It's designed to have very, very limited colors, but it resizes very well. It's great for web images. And then a scalable vector graphic, an SVG file. Also, it's kind of like a mathematical shape, to where no matter how you resize it, it doesn't lose the quality in the image itself. So thank you for watching this. If you like the content, please subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions about this or would like further tutorials on it, I'd love to come visit schools, so invite me over and I'd be happy to work further with you. So have a great rest of the day and take care. Thanks for watching.